Hello and welcome to my video that I have compiled for ESC300 STEM pedagogy. My task was to follow a STEM process to make an effective solar device. I made a pizza box oven, which is here. I've just brought it in from outside because I live in Melbourne, and in Melbourne the weather can quickly change as I can show you. It's now raining and windy. When I started the testing today, which has actually been my third test trial, the weather was sunny and it was a beautiful 22-degree day. I just want to tell you about my solar oven. I'll just go like that so you can see it in the background. Solar ovens use solar energy, light and heat emitted from the sun to cook food. A solar oven is designed to absorb more heat than it releases. Solar energy is often called thermal energy. Thermal energy is present in the molecules of an object. When an object is hot, the molecules have a lot of energy and can move fast. When an object is cold, the molecules have little energy and move slowly. The solar cooking is done through the use of the sun's UV rays. So it's not the heat of the sun's rays or the outside temperature that cooks the food, but those factors can affect cooking time, which is evident in my Melbourne weather testing conditions. The sun's rays are actually converted into heat energy that cooks the food inside the oven. The heat of the sun gets trapped inside the pizza box and it begins to get really hot, or hot enough to cook food. As it sits out in the sun, the oven will eventually get hot enough to melt the cheese or heat up leftover food. This happens because the sun's rays are coming to the earth on an angle, and the aluminium foil flap reflects those rays, bouncing them back inside of the pizza box. Once the rays have gone through the cling wrap, it heats up the air that is trapped inside. The black paper that I've used on the base of my box absorbs the heat on the bottom of the oven. I used a foil tray to cook nachos in to provide extra insulation and to harness the heat inside the box. My results weren't as exciting as I would have wanted them to be, but I'm sure that if the students were to do this on their sustainability camp, they would find that the nachos were still quite edible, which is another reason for cooking nachos, because they don't actually, if they had an unsuccessful solar testing, they would still be able to eat. So that's pretty good, and I'm sure that kids like to eat nachos and cheese. So I've brought my solar oven inside, and I'll just open up the flap and show you. My oven today got to 42 degrees in here. It's currently sitting at 32 or 30. And this is the extent of the cheese has melted. It's fused two chips together, but it's not as melted as I would like, but it is melted. And again, if the kids were out in the bush cooking this, they would love it. And tastes delicious. Thanks for watching. See you later.